Good morning. I have a short time today, so kind of a run and gun situation here. I have to get ready for work. I am short on time, so I thought I'd combine my getting ready for work and the podcast, which is what I'm doing. So, watched a little bit of the news last night and this morning, and wasn't really all that happy about the Middle Eastern situation. Seems like we as a species can't avoid going to war, which is very sad, very sad. Obviously, we don't know everything that the military and the government knows. But it seems like there's a lot of people dying that I was hoping could be avoided. The idea that Trump was the anti-war president. In his first term, he didn't bring us into war, any new wars at least. He didn't stop any of the ongoing wars in Yemen and whatnot, but it seems like this time he's not going to worry so much about that situation and trying to establish a history for himself, a legacy of being the peace president. I am curious how the Abraham Accords are going to affect what's happening in the Middle East. The legacy media didn't talk a lot about the Abraham Accords. Understandably, it was quite an accomplishment that President Trump did in his first terms. I'm really curious as to how that's going to affect Israel and America as they enter into this war. I also don't believe that I think we need to go back to the original idea of Congress being the only ones to have the ability, the only branch of government that can declare war. This whole combat policing action that started with Korea, I suppose, and then Vietnam. This needs to stop. That's not how this morning's episode is brought to you by, no, not at all. This is Califia Farms iced coffee. I like to, around noonish, sometimes a lot earlier, have a little pick-me-up of caffeine. Used to make our own iced coffee, but it's so expensive to make your own. So now I just buy it, and that's a lot cheaper, and the quality is not as good as the homemade, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It definitely works. Definitely hits the spot. So really enjoy the coffee about noon. About noon is the ideal time. That gives me a little rush of caffeine. That little bitty rush of caffeine can get you through the rest of the day. On the table waiting on me as soon as I finish making my lunch is Ubora what is it called? Watch stander. The Ybarra watch stander is that's good coffee. I put it right up there with Rwanda. And it's very, very good coffee. I think that the president still has a chance to recover from this. I seem to say that a lot. I seem to say a lot of times that I think that he can still recover from this. He's certainly not the president that we were hoping for at this point. What with the buttload of new spending in his big crappy bill. Good coffee. Good coffee. Anyway, the Middle East. I hope that they find a way to do this and stop the killing on both sides, stop the rockets, stop the needless killing of individuals. Man, I wish we as a people, as a species, I wish we could find a way to have a peaceful existence. But everybody's got to be right. Everybody's got to be, we're right, you're wrong. And like I said yesterday, you see that on the local level, you see it on the national level, and now we're seeing it on the world stage. Oh well, I suppose that we just keep on marching on, trying to make things as good as we can locally, and I hope they don't wipe us out, because that's a very distinct possibility, a very sad possibility. I hope they straighten it out and fix what's going on over there. I'm not one of those guys that supports someone unconditionally. I don't play team politics. When someone or a party or movement crosses a line, it's better to call them out. You want to play team politics? Okay, well then recognize when your team makes a foul. That's what you need to do. That's what we all need to do. And like I said before, true warrior prepares for battle, does everything he can to prevent that battle from happening. It's not the exact quote, but close enough. You get the sentiment. At any rate, it's hump day. It is Wednesday. Today, I'm going into work early. It's a blessing. We all need a little bump in our pay occasionally. I'm going to do what needs to be done today. Gonna try and have a great day. That's what I'm going to do. It's what I try to do every day. I know I say it, but I mean it. And it's important that we each strive to do that. Our cat is counter cruising. And the hardest part about that, trying to have good days, is every day. We all take off days. I mean, Sunday I definitely took an off day. But on the daily, wake up and do the best that we can. And I hope you do the best you can today. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. And until next time,